Welcome to the paddock here at Lohéac in France for the biggest supercar entry of any event anywhere in the world this year. Round 7 of the Motorsport UK British Rallycross Championship 5 Nations Trophy joins the French Rallycross Championship here at Lohéac, the Temple of Rallycross as it's become known. Such an incredible event, and we'll try and give you a little bit of a flavour of it as we have a quick walk through the paddock. So first of all, as we're at the top end of the paddock area, into Team RX Racing to try and find the British Rallycross Championship leader. He'll be in here. Patrick O'Donovan, can we grab you for a sec, mate? In a debrief of all the teams now. They've just done the time qualifying session. Have a quick look because there's 35 supercars, can't remember them all. Patrick, 6th overall in time qualifying. You tested here a couple of weeks ago. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it was good. The test was nice and comparative. 35 degrees. We come here and it's raining. It's lovely. No, it's it is what it is. You can't predict what the weather conditions are going to be like, and it's been a bit hit and miss here. It's quite greasy out there, even though it might not be raining now. It was raining last night, and it just makes the surface super sketchy. Like, you're coming in, you're turning, and you got grip, and then all of a sudden you don't, and then you try and correct because you don't have grip, and then you hit another patch of grip, and it makes the driving really inconsistent. Of course, topping the times out of the British cars, so that's quite nice, quite a nice little feeling. But obviously, still trying to hunt to try and get the best position I can against the French. I think I'm only about 3.5 tenths off first now, which isn't too bad considering between my 3 laps there's the V-Box online on the computer there says there's about 8 tenths losing on just really silly mistakes. But I guess that's what it is. You're just trying to string it together all the time.
Really different weekend this for you. We see you in the World Championship, you're of course going for the best outright results you can. Here you're racing in the British Championship as part of a wider event, and of course you want to score the best points in the British Championship because you've laid out your objective to fight for that title, but at the same time I'm sure you're not here to finish second either, so it's a real balance, I guess.
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to hunt for the best possible result I can here in front of the French crowd, but at the same time you've got to be smart and you've got to weigh up the risks. Is it better for me to try and push a little bit less and maintain third or second or whatever it is, but I win the British Championship points? Or is it better just to go for the outright and possibly risk damage or a puncture or even a penalty? So it's really difficult in the moment to try and weigh up the risk. Of course, that was just time practice, so the pace just wasn't quite exactly there in the way that it was there. I just couldn't string it together. But no, we'll be looking to get out there as best we can. I think we'll be starting pole in our race, so fingers crossed, get the start, joke last lap, get your head down, take the win. That's the plan.
You've competed in some pretty amazing events the last few years, but this is right up there, isn't it? Incredible French crowd. Even yesterday for free practice in the evening, there was a massive crowd in the banking. It's a special place to come, isn't it? Yeah,
I mean, it's no secret that we've been struggling in Rallycross recently, and I think obviously a big problem is the fact that it's not even a UK, it's a global recession at this point. Everybody's struggling for cash flow, and so it's just been the numbers have been dwindling, but post-COVID I haven't seen a crowd this big, and it's absolutely amazing to see the passion and the amount of people here, and it's really amazing. It gives you a real big buzz for Rallycross, and it makes you feel positive about what's to come.
Thank you, Patrick. Good luck this weekend. Patrick, of course, in his Peugeot 208, as he has been for the last few years now. Ollie O'Donovan in the Proton Iris. It's not just the 5 Nations drivers either that are guests this weekend in Lohéac. There's a few familiar faces as well. Let's try and doorstep some of those drivers quickly. There's bikes and people, and I'm lost already. Watch the bikes team as we squeeze through the back of PGRX. Let's see if we can find some familiar Rallycross faces in here. I believe they're in an engineering room, and you can guess who they are if you haven't seen already by certainly this helmet on the helmet stand. Are they still in the engineering room? Yes, they are indeed. I'm going to be very rude. Hello. Hello. A trio of superstars. Shut the laptop quickly. Clara Anderson, welcome to Lohéac. Amazing for you to be here. We're with the British Championship. You've got some history for racing in 5 Nations, but this is as a collaborative event is just incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to race here. It's been a dream of mine for many years, and to be here with PGRX doing my first IC supercar race is really cool.
How's that going? It's you've got a lot of experience now in the World Championship in the electric cars. incredible that you've never raced a supercar, because most drivers in World RX went from a supercar to an electric car. How has that transition been?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really enjoyable. I'm learning a lot of different things, especially with the setup. We're still finding some small things here and there, but I'm really enjoying it. It's so much fun, and the team are really professional and working very well. So it's a pleasure.
And a new teammate as well. How is he?
He talks more than Niklas, that's for sure.
Andreas Backrud, we've seen you many times in the British Championship. You're also a regular here in Lohéac, because you've got a massive passion for rallycross. How is it that this deal came about and you're racing this weekend?
Well, that's true. I've driven in the British and here in Lohéac for many times, and I don't know. We had a story time here yesterday of stuff we have done in the past here in France. You know, I took out David.
This is a broadcast, mate.
Yeah. I took out David Jani in 2014 or 15. I said who the heck is Loeb in 2013, and you know the fans were booing on me. But I think over the years, my biggest following is from France, and they have such a big passion for rallycross. So I'm very proud to have like the Backrud Blue French army here in getting my back, you know. And also very cool for me to finally get back and drive a supercar again in an international event, the biggest rallycross race in the year. Awesome, like Lohéac is insane, incredible. The village, the parties. There's so many people out here, and it's a lot of fun.
What can you realistically expect this weekend? You've had good results here before. You're obviously super experienced, haven't been in this type of car for a while. The level here in France is super high. These tracks are very specific. So what are the challenges and what can you expect?
Well, every time I put my name on the entry list, I'm there to win. But it's also a tough race. We have a good car, we have a good team. We even brought Jussi Pinomäki in here. It's nice to get the coaching back on track. PGRX have a very strong car. The Hyundais are driving in the World Championship. There's nothing left over. They go all in. It's an important race for them to win. So they would like me, Clara, or Patrick to spray some champagne, and that's what we're aiming for. But yeah, it's tough challenges. Payet, Dubois, O'Donovan, and we got Belevsky. I think all of them, and Julian Godfrey was really quick in practice. So I think it's going to be a tough weekend, and it's all about not making any mistakes. We are so far a little bit behind the French drivers, so we need to step it up just a slight.
The racing's hard here, isn't it, as well? But very fair, but it elbows out as the weekend progresses.
Yeah, and many people have seen me doing like nitrocross and stuff like that, and I always told Travis, don't complicate the tracks too much. Lohéac, France is the perfect rallycross venue where everything is short, quick, compact. You got a right turn and then a left turn and some hairpins and stuff. So it works every time, and great battles.
Brilliant to have you here. Jussi Pinomäki, very quickly. I don't think anyone in this room has got as much passion for rallycross as you do. How is it to be at this amazing event, given that rallycross since post-COVID has been a little bit up and down? There's a great feeling here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like Andreas mentioned, the village, the people already. Yesterday, on Friday, everything was packed of fans. So it's something unique here always when you come. I think I was here first time racing myself, 2005. 20 years ago, so of course a lot of things has changed, but the atmosphere certainly has only gotten better, so it's great to be back.
Thank you, Jussi. We will leave you in peace. Thank you for letting us doorstep you. See you over the weekend. What a great trio of people to speak to. For those of you that don't know, Jussi Pinomäki is co-owner of Set Promotion, 10 or 11 time European champions. Now he's a 3-time European champion in his own right, and has been heading up the CE dealer team in the World Rallycross Championship for the last few years. You squeeze through there, turning it right. Let's head back up the paddock. This is a big paddock. So if you have a quick spin behind, that's where we were. That's the pre-grid. This is Volland Racing. They're in pole position because they've driven here straight from Finland from the European Championship event last weekend. There's a driver. I'm going to try and speak to all of the Five Nations drivers here. So quick word with Ollie O'Donovan. We've just been talking to Andreas and Clara in PGRX, and they're delighted by this event, and I know you're a big fan of Lohéac as well, aren't you?
I'm a real big fan of Lohéac. I love it here. The people, the atmosphere, the whole ambient of the whole place is really, really good. Unfortunately today I'm in a different postcode myself. Don't know why. Car is good, team is good, track is very good. I'm just not getting into the groove. Just maybe a little bit off the pace in myself, you know.
Is there a solution for that, or are you looking for it at the moment?
I'm looking, digging deep, I'm looking. Don't know, Hal, I thought I felt quick in the car, felt smooth, I didn't make any mistakes, but the time just didn't roll in, so with a half a second, maybe more per lap off, so a bit of finding.
How relatable is, obviously you have all the data from Patrick's car and his V-Box, how much can you use that to try and find you some time?
There's a big step between the two cars, so maybe looking at Patrick's data doesn't help me, but certainly watching his video and where he positions his car, where he's braking is a big help. Today I just don't have the confidence to be as brave on the high-speed stuff. No problem on the slow, tight corners, just the high-speed, and there's one high-speed corner here which fortunately tightens and tightens and tightens, and on that I'm dropping half a second just in that one corner every lap.
You'll get there.
We'll give it a go. We'll try. Definitely, yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Ollie. Good to have Ollie here. Of course, Ollie was here at Lohéac Legends back in May while that event clashed with the British Championship and Irish Championship in Mondello Park. Ollie chose to come here with his Will Gollop Peugeot 306. So I was hoping to catch Derek Towell. So let's just have a little look in the DA Racing awning here, because DA are clearly having some sort of meeting. Let's see if we can find the Irish contingent elsewhere. I'll just pop down here. Ooh, crashed into the awning. Derek isn't there, so let's have a little look in hospitality. No, not here either. We'll come back if we can. Don't want to speak too loudly because clearly they've shown some guests around. DA Racing, if you just spin round, see only running 4 Supercars this weekend, 3 208 WRXs and a DS3. Maybe we'll bump into Derek elsewhere. So, Karai Motorsport with Tamas Karai and Zoltan Koncheg. Zoltan scoring that victory at the European Championship round in Nierad, Hungary, his home event a few months ago. Jean-Luc Payet's team, absolute legend of rallycross, Jean-Luc Payet, with his sons Fabien and Jonathan. Jonathan doing the full French Championship this year. Fabien doing a couple of events. Mandy August in the older of the Seat Abifas from allincor.com Munich Motorsport. And this is René Munich's brand new car. So this car he used last weekend in Kimi-Ring in the European Championship, and that is fitted with a Pipo engine. Normally they use Lehman engines of late in that squad, but he switched to a Pipo engine for that car. I love René's enthusiasm for rallycross and his willingness to try new things. Let's see if we can spot either the Mounier brothers in their awning. Look at the size of this awning. There's an awning off the side of the truck there, and then a double awning here onto another truck. Absolutely massive. Are either of them around? I'm going to sneak in here, Tierney, and see if they are. Yeah, there he is, Damien Mounier. So deep in thought, looking at lap times. I'm going to just jump in here quickly, mate.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you doing?
All good, thanks.
We're here with the Five Nations Championship, of course, but joining this amazing event in France. You race here every year as part of the French Championship. For those that don't know, you've switched from a Polo to an Audi for this year, but what's it like as a French driver racing here in Lohéac?
It's very special because we have. I know also when I'm driving in RXU in the World Championship, so it's still the same atmosphere for the national championship event. It's really important, and also Patrick from the Lohéac RX have a lot of contact and can have some international driver guests also, like this weekend with Andreas and Clara. So it's really good to have these top level drivers from the World Championship. And also the pupils coming here is still with the same atmosphere, so it's really good to have them, and it's a really good event, yeah.
And great for your partners and your fans as well. You always put a big effort into the hospitality side of your team, and what an event to bring people to.
Yeah, then on this race we can have a lot of guests also from our sponsors and also our local sponsors. We are living like 2.5 hours from here, so we can guest them because everyone in France know this event. So it's more easy to sell like some internal guest pass, and so we have like tomorrow on the break lunch we have like 600 pupils, so it's a lot of pupils. Also my mom manages everything on the kitchen, so it's a really hard weekend for us, but without Lohéac we can't get the budget we get for the whole season, so yeah, it's really good event for us.
And how's it going so far? You've done the 2 free practices and time practice. How is it?
It was pretty good, but one thing is wrong on the car actually. We are trying the softer dampers than the last race because we need to learn the car. We don't know and we don't test a lot. But now we are too soft on the dampers, on the springs. But we are going to the last setup we have in the car labo in the last race, and we are in the top. But we are actually P8, so it's not a disaster. But it can be like 2 or 3 tenths faster, so we can go to the top 5, you know. So yeah, we will see in the Q1.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. We'll let Damien continue with his Julien Meunier. This man says I never say anything nice about him. Julien, of course, you won the lights category in Rallycross this year. How is it being here this weekend? You're not driving, but amazing event to be part of.
Yeah, sure, but I have a lot of work, more than when I'm racing. So, I spotted Damien this weekend, and then I look all the camera and all the data for all the drivers. So, pretty hard weekend for me, but very, very good when we saw the parade from outside of the car. It was quite good, and the event also is always good.
You've been in a supercar a couple of times this year in the French Championship. What are your plans for later this year and the future?
Maybe later this year, I don't know. Maybe some private test, and for next year, I don't know. Maybe some Rallycross in FC2 or something like that. So I need to see with Andreas how he can going.
Thank you, Julien. Well done this year. Massive effort put in by these teams. You can see by the scale of them. Merci. Champagne, of course. I will drink that later. I will bring it back, no problem. Thank you. How very French. I'm going to have to carry this for the rest of the paddock walk, aren't I? They want their glasses back, which is totally understandable. We need to pause here. Look, there's Davy Genet's car. And the reason I want to pause is this livery is absolutely stunning. Where have you gone, T? There you are. Look at that. A black and green Skoda is very apt, isn't it? And yeah, absolutely fantastic. By the magic of TV, we've come a bit further down the paddock, down to Murray Motorsport. 3 cars this weekend, 3 Ford Fiestas. Mr. Leonard, we haven't seen you for a little while in a Five Nations event, although I know you're here as well to compete in this amazing event at Lohéac. How are you finding being here in France?
Yeah, mega so far. Really enjoying it. The French put on a fantastic show. They've been so accommodating, and it's I'm really enjoying the track. It's a challenge. It's a good bit different than what we're normally used to, but we're tipping away slowly.
Small margins, aren't they, on a track like this? It's very easy to make a big input and lose a bit of time. So you sort of have to be a bit reserved while pushing quite hard. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing in qualifying there today. We threw away 4 tenths, which would have had us, I think, in the top 10. But that's basically down to the fact that I've done 7 laps so far at Lohéac. So it's always going to be like that. It's always going to be catch up. But listen, the best drivers in Supercars are here this weekend. European champion. The guy who's leading the European champion this weekend, all the top French guys. So, listen, we're here to compete. We're here to have a go.
You know you're in a big event when you're about 3.5 miles from pre-grid. It's a long way down there, isn't it?
Yeah, the boys are not happy.
Great to have you here, Mikko, and we will see you over the weekend. Let's see who else we can find. Oh no, they're being shot away. We'll just jump in, mate. Oh, look, obstacle course of steps here. T. Let's find some regulars. John's getting dressed, look. Hello, mate.
For the show. Oh, good.
John McCluskey, you've I don't think you've had the results you wanted as a rule this year, but coming to this event, I guess that's a little bit put to the back of your mind and you're just enjoying this weekend for what it is and see how it rolls out at the end?
Absolutely, yeah. Now, we prefer to be a little bit further up the grid, but we've only done 9 laps here, so we've a long way to go, and we're improving all the time, which is the main thing. At least that's what the lads tell us anyway.
How does it feel in the car? It's an amazing event. It's quite a simple track. We just had a chat with Andreas Backerud, who was saying he's been trying to preach to people building new tracks that you don't actually need a rallycross track to be overcomplicated. 5 corners, 6 corners with a variety of grip levels is sometimes enough if you can get the flow right. How does it feel in the car?
Yeah, look, I think for every driver it's much more enjoyable if there's a flow to the track, that you're not stopping and starting, that you can get a bit of rhythm going. For us, obviously we haven't that much experience on this track, so we're still trying to find that, but when you get it, you know that it's a good track.
Entry-wise, 35 Supercars, the best of anywhere in the world this year. You've been racing in 5 Nations all season, but this is a super special place to come to, and especially with that breadth and depth in the category.
Yeah, it's incredible, and the fans here are just so passionate about it. It's brilliant. It just adds the extra excitement to it. But yeah, 35 Supercars and is probably the best rallycross event this year anywhere, so it's great.
We were chatting to Patrick O'Donovan about his position in the championship, in that he's going for an outright result against all of the French drivers and the international drivers, but still having to watch where he is against the 5 Nations drivers. That's the case for you as well, I guess. You're in this battle for the teams championship. You obviously want to be as high as you can in the drivers championship, so you need to keep an eye on what the others are doing, even if you're not necessarily racing against them through the heats.
That's it, exactly, and that's what obviously we're here to try and do our best, and you're looking at the French guys who are incredibly competitive here. This is their home track, obviously, but the lads keep telling us just stay ahead of the people that we're competing with in the 5 Nations, and that's what we really have to focus on.
Thank you, John. Just jump over to your teammate quickly, Gary Donahue. Looks from your photos from last night, you quite enjoyed the parade.
Yeah, it was definitely different. It was great to have Mikko beside us there. He got the crowd going with his enthusiasm. He's a wild one.
So different here, isn't it, compared to certainly at home in the UK and Irish Championship events. I know you live in the States and do events over there, but this is a really special atmosphere.
This is unbelievable. The way they shut down the whole town and everything is incorporated. Like, the track is in the town. You drive out and everyone you meet is a local, and they're welcome and they want you here. It's fantastic. I can't get over it. It's even to come and spectate, I think it'd be just as good as doing the event.
In terms of doing the event, how are you enjoying it? You look pretty committed yesterday, given that you hadn't tested here or anything.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy. We watched some onboards. We, trying to get that a little bit better each time. Obviously, John was mentioning the locals are very quick, and we'd be kidding ourselves if we think we can be with them at the start. But if we can improve, race by race, and I don't know, a semi-final would be very tough to get. But we have our own championship to fight for here, so that's the important. As long as we can keep a few of them guys behind us, that's the main thing.
Thank you, Gary.
Take care.
Good luck this weekend. Cheers to the Murray Motorsport guys, who always run a tight ship. 3 cars, of course, will help them compare data across the 3 drivers, which will help them make up a little bit for any slightly lost time with not having been here to do a pre-event test. How are we going to get out? Let's go this way. Look at this tee. There's fans waiting at every awning pretty much for autographs. Last night at 8 o'clock the action had finished much earlier. There was not a awning without someone having a look and seeing what was going on. 2 drivers for 1 here. Colin Anson, you're in the wrong awning, mate, but you also had a misfire, I heard, in time qualifying.
Did you notice that? Yeah.
What's going on?
Just a bit wet. It got wet yesterday, and when the rain happened, it just got some water down the spark plug holes. And we've done it. Put a new set of spark plugs in, so we'll be all right for the next run. Although, actually, it was all right in the qualifying. It's all right. There's a bit more time to come. I should think I'll probably get another second when it's not misfiring, I reckon. Which is 40 seconds is not bad.
Tough place to come as well, given how specialist some of these, either they're local specialists or they're international stars. So it's a big ask.
Yeah, we're here as usual as a hobby to enjoy ourselves, me and Jane, as usual, and that's we're not expecting to do anything other than be in the first heat for each round, and then after 4 heats pack up.
But I think that's a really nice insight, because when I competed in a European Championship 15 years ago, I was never going to win, but it's about being part of these incredible events. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I guess it's that for you as well. Coming and racing in this huge environment is special.
Today, or this weekend, is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. Lyddon Legends was a good event. Obviously, the Lohéac Legends, where you were here, was a good event, but this is massive. I mean, 35 supercars, that's not happened for probably 8-10 years, I don't think, in one event. Not to this standard, like proper top level standard.
Enjoy it, mate.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Mike Seller, welcome back to British Rallycross, albeit in France. I know you do logistics, don't you? So I guess it makes sense that it doesn't really matter where your next event is.
No, it doesn't really matter, but when this was announced this year that we were coming here, I had to come because it's somewhere I've watched on the TV and loved it and thought I need to be part of this, and we are gobsmacked. I've never seen so many supporters, people, enjoyment, partying. Even in the town last night, we came back from having a meal out and the whole town is just absolutely heaving. So it's great, it's good fun, and yeah, we're not quick at the moment, but we're learning, and to be fair, it's a lovely track to drive. I mean, I don't think I've driven a better track, and I've only been round it 3 times now, and I have to say I feel at home with it, and I think we'd just go forwards now.
It's a big ask, isn't it? But you haven't been in the car since Lyddon at the start of the year. You're obviously day-to-day businessman. There's a lot going on in your life, and then you've got to get in a car and deliver without the seat time. It's tough, isn't it? These things aren't easy to drive, and you've got to find your feet very quickly in rallycross.
Well, these things are not easy to drive. If you look at the times that we've just gone through on that third practice, I'm 39 seconds, and the pole man is 36.5, 37 seconds. So 2 seconds between a pro driver or someone that's very good and someone that does it as a hobby, I don't think it's too bad, to be fair. Although you look at the timesheets and you get disappointed, but 2 seconds is not a lot.
It's not, you're right. Any chance of seeing you again later in the year?
Oh yeah, no. My logistics company's been really busy this year. I will now compete at Mondello because I wanted to go before, but I love Mondello, and I'll compete there, and I'll definitely do Lyddon because it's on my doorstep. So yeah, I'll be there for the last 2 rounds.
Cool. Good to see you. Thank you for coming, and I'm so glad that the British contingent are enjoying this weekend. I've been lucky enough to come to this event for since 2013. It was the first time I came here, and it never ceases to amaze. Right, let's have a look in the Ovenden camp. Let's bypass the car. And what on earth are you eating, Tristan? I was going to sit down next to you, but there's no way I'm going to fit in that little seat. What's that? Is that peanut butter? Yeah. Not for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not a fan. Oh. Is that the fuel of champions?
Yeah, it is.
I'll wait till you finished eating, mate. Tom Ovenden, going well again in the mini championship as part of the touring car package this year. How is it to come to an event without the pressure of driving, but spotting instead, because that has its own pitfalls, doesn't it?
It's almost more, to be honest. I get probably more nervous spotting him than I do for my own racing, but no, I absolutely love it, and being here in the French Championship in Lohéac is awesome. Just being here really, it's really cool.
It's incredible, isn't it? The amount of fans for free practice this morning. I saw you up there on the bank finding somewhere good to spot from. But it's hard to find a place, isn't it? Because there's thousands of people up there. It's ridiculous compared to what we're used to at home.
Yeah, 100%. Went to spot early and I was worried about blocking the view for the people behind me because there was that many people there. So no, it's awesome, absolutely awesome to see. And yeah, we'll see what we can do throughout the weekend. So yeah.
Thank you, mate. Now Tris has nearly finished his peanut butter. You raced at Drew a couple of times with the Five Nations Championship, and that's great. And this is nothing to take away from Drew at all, but this is the cream of the crop in terms of rallycross events in the world at the moment, I would say.
Yeah, I think you're right. The Drew event was really good, particularly the one we did, the first one when it was going into the evening with the fireworks and all that was really, really good. But the same kind of enthusiasm from all the people there. They absolutely love it, and it's just happening. And this is the same. It's amazing.
Incredible, isn't it? I was just saying to Michael Leonard, you're a long way from pre-grid up here, aren't you? It's a different postcode, I would guess, being up here on the grass. But at the same time, all the fans make all their way up here. There's people here all through the evening. There's parties going on and all sorts. I think it's the atmosphere that gets me. Yes, the racing's great, but it's the crowd and the atmosphere that's so special.
Yeah, it is. And we felt like we'd done a lot, even though as of last night we'd only done 3 laps. But it seemed like we'd been here all weekend doing lots and lots of stuff. And we've got our man over there. He's our marker for going to the pre-grid. because he's a Super 1600, so I've been and had a chat with him. So we got some idea of who's going where. But yeah, even 8 o'clock we went for something to eat, but there's people still coming in and chatting and wanting to talk to you about this, that and the other. It's really cool.
Looking at the championship situation, I know you haven't had the season you perhaps wanted. It's you have out a podium so far and still hunting for that. What's the mindset this weekend? Because obviously you want a good result, but really you're trying to score good points against Julian Godfrey and Mike Seller and your direct rivals in the championship. So how do you balance that?
Yeah, there is. We've talked about that a lot. We're not really sure what to do. We kind of decided just to do our own thing and see what happens. Certainly in the first heat, qualifying we had a little misfire, so it wasn't as good as we'd hoped. In hindsight, we would have probably made the next heat, but been on the outside. So actually, where we are, we're on the inside for the slowest heat. Maybe that's okay. The weather, obviously, we keep watching that as well because that's looking a little bit changing.
Rain is in the air, isn't it?
Does feel like it. We don't want any rain, but the track's super fun to drive, so we'd like it to stay dry, so we can just get in that rhythm and go faster and faster.
Championship aspirations wise, currently second in the team's championship. I think you're 4th or 5th in the drivers' championship. What are your hopes towards the end of the year?
Well, to get back to third, we've been the last 3 years, certainly 2 years, been tied third, and ended up being 4th on countback or whatever. So it's been tough. That's where we want to be at least. The field, given as it is, it's getting harder and harder and ask. The Irish fellas are putting a bit more into it than they have done. And obviously O'Donovan's put a lot into it. So yeah, it's not getting any easier, but that's what we're aiming at.
Cool, thank you mate. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
Let's have a shifty on and just try and catch the last driver, because we've seen Colin Anson. I think that's everyone. See if I can count to 10. Yes it is. So, we didn't catch Derek Toll because he was absent. Absolutely classic. Julian Godfrey is buried in a load of wiring in the Citroen DS3. We'll just give Ju a minute. This is chassis 002 from LD Motorsport. I'm going to do your race top as well. Julian, I was having a bit of an argument with someone last night because they were convinced you'd raced here, and I'm absolutely sure you haven't. What's the result of that?
Yeah, no, I haven't raced here before. I've driven around here, I think it was 2013 in one of Liam's cars when we were testing here. I think it was 2013, but yeah, never raced around here, and been here many times. I've been here probably 25 times.
Incredibly experienced as a driver as you are and an engineer. How relatable is it coming to these events, working as an engineer and then trying to deliver as a driver? Can you use that knowledge on track, or does it require feel so much that it's not comparable?
No, it does help. You get to understand a little bit what's going on with the car and trying to get it better, but I've had a lot of problems this weekend so far with the boost control, but we've finally sorted the problem out now, so hopefully we'll have some boost in first queue.
Free practice 2, tell me about that. I saw the timesheets. Was that real?
No, my Joker lap was the fastest lap.
Okay, so that's where the grip was, and we've seen that before, of course, when the World Championship only allowed the Joker to be run once in a race because it was actually quicker. So you've solved your problems and hoping for better.
Hopefully for Q1 it'll be good now, and hopefully get some slightly better times. But it's going to be tough to be at the front there because there's some good drivers here.
Just talking to the other Five Nations drivers, it's difficult, isn't it? Because obviously you want a good result, but at the same time you need to score points against them. Realistically, I think it's a tough ask to make the semi-finals, isn't it? So you want to out-qualify your direct rivals without really racing against them. It's a weird one.
Yeah, it is a weird one. Obviously, it is a bit weird, but I think we've just got to do the best we can and enjoy the racing with a good competition.
Thank you, Julian. Good luck this weekend, 6-time British Rallycross Championship. Of course, the clouds are darkening and it's starting to spit with rain. Absolutely fantastic. I love it when it starts raining during an event. The competitors do not like that at all, but as a bystander, it's absolutely fantastic. Make sure to watch all of the action on the Rallycross France YouTube channel. There'll be links on the Five Nations BRX social media channels. Don't miss a moment because this is going to be a very special weekend.